Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. In tonight's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 2015 political thriller film, Consumed. Consumed is a movie that first came out in 2015, and I'm sure it's a movie most of you guys have never even heard of or seen before. But I personally remember watching it when I was in private school back around 2017 and 2018, back when I attended private school. And so, this movie was also distributed by, believe it or not, Consumed was actually distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Yeah, Disney actually had something to do with this movie, but I think this movie was kind of sort of like a made-for-TV movie. Well, I think this movie also came out on demand as well back in like 2015, I think. And also Consumed. The movie is also currently streaming on multiple streaming and video on demand platforms. Like there's like Pluto TV and Tubi, Vudu, Peacock, and Amazon Prime Video for a subscription. But yeah, and so Consumed is directed by Daryl Wine, like Daryl Ween, or whatever you want to pronounce that last name. And the movie stars Danny Glover and Kunal Nayyar. Nayyar, whatever you want to pronounce that, yeah. My mistake, my apologies. And the movie also stars other cast members include Anthony Edwards, Zoe Lister-Jones, and Taylor Kinney. And Victor Garber as well. So anyway, so what this movie's about, the story of Consumed goes like this. When her son suffers from mysterious health issues, a concerned mom's investigation leads her into the world of genetically modified food. And yeah, it's pretty much the basic story plot of Consumed. So like I said, I remember watching this movie when I was in private school, and the fact that this movie was actually rated 2.6 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb. I mean, it kind of sounds like a lot of people on Letterboxd and IMDb didn't really like this movie. While it says on Google that 74% of Google users actually like the movie. So what do I think of it, guys? Honestly, from what I remember when I first watched this movie at private school, I'm gonna have to say this was actually a pretty interesting movie because we were actually talking about the subject at private school I attended was like the subject we were talking about is food, of course, like health and food and health of that. And so we watched Consumed, and the reason I think this movie is very interesting is because I think it talks about what food causes, and that sometimes food can cause health issues, and that's kind of like what the movie's about, and that's kind of sort of what the movie's about. Like sometimes food can cause some health issues, depending on how good the food is, and yeah. And plus, and since this movie's also played out as like a political thriller film, this movie is considered to be a thriller film, and there are some times where the movie does get pretty intense and scary. Well, not that scary, because it's not really like a horror film. It's because like I said, this is more of a thriller film where there's some disturbing scenes and embarrassing scenes from what I remember and from what I like when I watched it. But I mean, all the actors in the movie, they all did a pretty good job in the movie. I mean, at least that they did. The performances were pretty good. Like Zoe Lister-Jones and Anthony Edwards, Victor Garber, Taylor Kinney, and like I said, Danny Glover was actually in the movie, and I know Danny Glover, and I think Danny Glover did a good job in this film. He was there, Danny Glover, and Kunal Nayyar. Like I think I know her I think I know that person from other movies. Like I think he was on The Big Bang Theory, and he played a character from Trolls, the DreamWorks Trolls. Yeah. But yeah, so overall, Consumed was a pretty good thriller film about food and health and health. And so I'm gonna give Consumed 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was pretty good for the most part. So if you haven't seen Consumed, then I say I recommend it. I would say this is probably like a one-time watch to some of you guys, but I say give it a watch if you want. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Consumed. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.